What's up, y'all? I had recorded this video yesterday and I decided it was garbage, so I just deleted everything. So I'm going to do this again. The Doom Anthology collection came out Tuesday this week. If anyone's familiar with it, the price was ridiculous. We're talking $85. So let me just get to the actual thing. So we've got our box here. And you can see that the main feature of the anthology is the 5-inch BFG 9000 or whatever. I know I should lose credit for saying that. I forget the number, honestly. I think it's 9000. The BFG 10,000 was the big like planetary gun that you used in Eternal to, well, spoilers. Let me re-unbox this. So on the back of the packaging, you've got your stuff here. So obviously it's hard to read it from the camera, but included with the anthology, 5-inch replica of the BFG model with LED lights and stand. I haven't turned it on. I haven't even taken it out of the plastic thing, and I'm not going to. Probably for a long time, if ever. So this anthology comes with technically every Doom game that exists. You got Doom, Doom 2, Doom 64, Doom 3, which it looks like Doom 3 BFG edition, Doom 2016, and Doom Eternal. I'm still not sure. I've even looked on Xbox, and I looked very briefly this morning, so I don't know. But I'll get to that later. Basically, in the past year, Bethesda / Microsoft has re-released Doom 1 and 2 and packaged them into one game. It used to be called Ultimate Doom on PC. It's been around for 30 years almost. Practically since the original Doom came out. But they just rebranded it as Doom 1 and 2. And each game has separate achievements. Plus, it also includes Sigil, which is, I think, episode 4 that John Romero made, way after he left id. And then it includes some other stuff too that I've never heard of. I'm sure, like master levels. I'm sure are part of it. So the next thing here, obviously, we've got the Doom Anthology Steelbook. This might be the stupidest part of the whole collection. So you've got your Doom Anthology Steelbook here. The outside of the Steelbook is cool. Nothing wrong with it. You got the little Doomslayer rune or whatever that is on the back. I think that was the first rune you see on the sarcophagus or something at the beginning of the game, Doom 2016. And then you've got Doom Anthology on the front. But this is what makes it stupid. If you look, there's a plastic liner / whatever casing inside the Steelbook, but it doesn't actually have spindles to put any discs because this anthology only comes with DLC codes or, CD keys to download from Xbox Live. There aren't any discs involved. And so even if you had a disc version of at least 3 of these games, which are physically on Xbox, Doom 3, BFG, or even the original Doom 3, as well as Doom 2016 and Doom Eternal, you couldn't even store them inside of the Steelbook because there's no way to safely do it without risking them falling out or breaking or whatever. And then, of course, you have your inserts. This first thing is, I don't know what it is. It's like legalese nonsense. Then under that, you have the actual insert with the DLC code for the games. So on the Steelbook itself, you got more demon runes. Apologies for the ring light. It's kind of showing on part of this case. So that's it for the Steelbook. Again, it's kind of a disappointment, just like the entire package. And a Doom Steelbook that doesn't have discs or a place to even put discs. It's kind of ridiculous, but don't worry, I'm going to go further than that. The code itself is for Doom 1 plus Doom 2, and I don't know why it shows the cloud icon. I don't know if you can actually install. Yeah, you can. It's confusing because I say that because I own like 8,000 copies of Doom. So I obviously already had Doom on 360, and I believe this one didn't come from the collection. This should be the only Doom 1 and 2 right here that came from the collection. And then you got Doom 3. I guess it is Doom 3. I mean, the title doesn't specify BFG edition, but I'm pretty sure this is BFG edition. I think they've just delisted. It says 2019, so I think they just delisted the original Doom 3. And then, of course, you've got Doom 64 and Doom Eternal and Doom 2016's up here. And to drive the point home, like I said, I own like every version of Doom you could possibly own. See, this used to be branded as Ultimate Doom until they changed it this year or whenever they did so. The Master Levels on Steam for some reason is its own thing. I don't know. And then Final Doom is also its own thing. So, in comparison to all Bethesda's other collector editions, it's kind of a massive step down. I mean, this anthology sucks compared to all their previous anthologies, and conveniently enough, I happen to own those as well. So you've got Elder Scrolls Anthology here. It comes in a pretty decent and solid like cardboard box, which has another cardboard box inside of it that holds all the games. If you don't own these, it has an actual book kind of thing that holds all the games, and they're separated obviously by each game. And then inside of it, there's actually a physical disc for each game. Even Elder Scrolls 1 and 2, which came out on DOS, and they were never on CD-ROM in the first place when they originally released. I could be wrong. I could be wrong about that. I'm pretty sure I'm not. To be honest, I didn't own them when they were brand new. So you've got, all the Elder Scrolls games plus all of their expansions. I think the DLC for Skyrim in this collection, DLC. I think the DLC for Skyrim is actually a code. It's the only one that doesn't have discs, I'm pretty sure. And then it has these maps. I think there's 5 maps that came with it, one for each game. So, there are maps of Cyrodiil or map of Skyrim, etc., Hammerfall, etc. So, Fallout Anthology. This is the original version of the Fallout Anthology because there's actually a repackage that came out after Fallout 4. Normally, if you press this button, it would play the mini nuke sound, the Fat Man mini nuke sound, but this thing takes like 3 or 4 watch batteries, and mine have apparently died, so it no longer works. Again, this thing is like 8 years old, and I've never replaced the batteries. So, the Fallout Anthology, both this and the newer version that includes Fallout 4, came in the mini nuke, and then it also, it has an insert with a box that actually holds the games because it has physical games in it. Fallout 1 through Fallout 4. Obviously, 76 wasn't out at this time either. It included a Fallout 4 cardboard thing, in case you wanted to buy the retail physical version and put your disc in it. But all the other games came with a physical disc. That's Fallout 1. And then on top of that, it also came with a Fallout Anthology DLC code, or I guess, I'm sorry, like CD key. So you could redeem that key and download the entire anthology on Steam. Truth be told, I'm not sure how the discs work. If you redeem the key, if you can't use the discs, because they're labeled as games for Windows Live discs, so I don't think they actually require Steam Again, like I said, I never actually tried to use them. I only bought it for the collector's items. But I think some of them might require Steam. Some of them, I don't know. They're like the Fallout 3 disc. I think they have leftover Fallout 3 discs or something, so they crammed like the games for Windows Live version into these packages. Like, I mean, I could be imagining things. Maybe not. I thought I saw Games for Windows Live logo on these, but nope. So when you compare this Doom Anthology to the previous Bethesda anthologies, like it's kind of pitiful. It kind of sucks. And what's worse is like, you know, I mean, first of all, Doom's not really their IP anyway. They bought it. Neither is Fallout. But they treated Fallout with respect, whereas Doom, you know, arguably the origin of all FPS games, besides Wolfenstein and whatever, like one game came out before that, they don't give it as good of a anthology collection. Kind of sucks, but you know, whatever. It is what it is. I knew going into it that it was a waste of money. I literally only bought it to get the BFG and the Steelbook. I just didn't realize for some reason the Steelbook wasn't even going to have spaces for discs. Not that I own any Doom discs. I do own them on Xbox, but obviously, I guess I could put my Doom 3 for Xbox into the case, but again, there's not a spindle or whatever you call it to do so. So I mean, it would be pointless. I just don't feel like they paid the Doom franchise a whole lot of respect with this anthology. Of all the many things they could have done to just include this tiny little BFG 9000, and that was it, when they could have included like an art book or a documentary or something, even like first-person shooter, which obviously only focuses on Doom for maybe 12 seconds. Something, you know, some kind of making of or something would have been cool. For Doom specifically, because, you know, Doom is maybe the third FPS that anyone would ever care about. Doom gets all the credit for the FPS genre, although Wolfenstein did come out first. And then there were like 2 or 3 technically first-person shooter games before that in the 80s. But again, like Doom is the legendary one, so it really deserved to have a better anthology than this. After 30 years, to have a half-functional Steelbook and a crappy little figure and a DLC code, it's kind of, I don't know, offensive. But whatever. What else would you expect Microsoft to do, right? So that's the Doom Anthology. It kind of sucks, but whatever. I've wasted my money on worse things, so I don't regret it. All right. Thanks for watching. Bye forever.